Hello everyone, welcome back to the last video of the Apocalypse set for Magic the Gathering in my Commander Review playlist. And we're talking about Gerrard Capashen. That's how I have always pronounced this card. I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced, but let me know in the comments if you guys say it differently. Gerrard Capashen is a human soldier. It's a 3/4. It costs 3 colorless mana and 2 white mana. And at the beginning of your upkeep, you gain 1 life for each card in target opponent's hand. Very interesting wording there. And then for 3 colorless and 1 white mana, tap target creature. Activate this ability only if Gerrard Capashen is attacking. So this is a fun card. It is wanting your opponents to be able to fight and to play and to have ammunition so you can keep gaining life. It also wants you to attack and use Gerrard's ability to stop some of those creatures from blocking Gerrard. And is very simple wording there, so no need for card rules. A card I chose to synergize with Gerrard is Secret Rendezvous, which allows you, an opponent, to draw 3 cards, so that way Gerrard can get you more life on your next upkeep. But bear in mind that this is at sorcery speed, you can only do it on your turn, and most likely the opponent you're giving the 3 cards to is going to be using those cards. So I put this card in here to synergize with Capashen, but it doesn't actually synergize with them. The reason why I put it in here is mostly because this is a great way for you to make political moves with someone, especially someone who is farther behind in the game than the other players. Hopefully you are not the one who's falling far behind, because then you have to make a deal with someone who is farther ahead than you, and that's no fun. But this is a great way to make a friend at the table by helping them out catch up, give them some extra cards, and then in return they can give you some life and maybe some protection. The deck that I am building around Gerrard Capashen is a mono-white life gain deck, all about gaining life. You want to gain life, you get counters on each creature you control. You want to gain life, you're going to get extra life, and you're going to put counters on things. If you want to gain life, you're going to make a giant herd of Pegasi, which is insane. I love Storm Herd. It's such a cool card. A popular deck idea on EDH Rec is kind of this group hug deck where you want everyone to be drawing cards and you want your opponents to have big grips of cards in their hand, because the goal is to incentivize that they fight each other instead of fighting you, giving them lots of cards so you can gain lots of life, and then slowly build a unstoppable fortress to fight from that afterwards your opponents can't defeat you. And then lastly, for a weird janky deck idea, I built this what is this? This is like a pillow. It's almost like a goading deck / pillow fort deck. Almost like a group slug deck, where Viceling is all about wanting your opponents to have big hand sizes, so that way they take damage. Archon of Absolution, one of many ways to make yourself a pillow fort, so it's harder for your opponents to fight you. And then Bounty Board, you want to encourage your opponents to target each other and fight each other. So this is kind of the opposite of the group hug strategy. You want your opponents to fight each other deck. So it's very much group slug, goading in mono white, which is not very popular in mono white. There's not a lot of goad mechanics. So you got to find weird and interesting ways to incentivize your opponents to take action in this game when using mono white as your goading deck. But regardless, in the grand scheme of things, this is a pillow fort deck, and the way you win is by letting your opponents fight each other instead of you. So very similar to the group hug strategy, but incentivizes on different cards, and most likely you'll want to take a blend of the two if you want to add this strategy to your deck. Not the strongest strategy, but definitely fun, and you can have some interesting interactions with this deck idea. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. And that is going to do it for Gerrard Capashen. Unfortunately, this card does not have a lot of support because nowadays there are so many better commanders in mono white for life gain that Gerrard is just not anywhere in the league of competition. It's a 5 mana commander. There are life gain commanders that are like 2 mana or 3 mana in mono white, if I am thinking correctly. And and I accidentally didn't change any of the strengths or weaknesses for this one. This one has the same text as Chromat. Oopsie, that's my bad, that's a typo. But hey, it's kind of fitting though. I mean, he can do anything, you know. He can get you life, he can tap creatures down when he attacks, but mostly he's just going to sit because there are better life gain commanders than Gerrard Capashen. With that said, he does have a D rank as his rank for this commander. There are humans, there are soldiers you could build around him. There's life gain, and that's really about it. There's not a whole lot to build around with Gerrard, unfortunately, at least that I was able to find. So let me know in the comments below if there's anything I missed or any other deck ideas that I didn't talk about that Gerrard could be the commander for. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is going to be the end of this set, only 2 commanders, so the next video is going to be the set review, which will be very short. And yeah, I'm very excited. And of course, just because he's D doesn't mean that he's not playable. There's a lot of opportunity for all these commanders, and as the game keeps evolving, there's going to be more opportunities all around for every commander. So this will be a cheap life gain commander for you to buy, I'm sure. So thanks again, guys, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!